We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin.
And today, Faithful Acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is, back to Jersey Barnfire. It is the Strawberry Scorpion, and admittedly, I am not hugely interested in scorpion peppers, but Jersey Barnfire is a company that I've decided to try to wade through as many of their sauces as I can. I've done a number of them already. And I think maybe just a couple, 2 or 3 left to get to. Definitely, so their sauces that don't have onions, I'm going to try to get to all of them. Just because, I will say that they do a really nice job. Like outside of the awful Murder by Primo, everything that I've had from them has been really, really quite nice. So, we've got here strawberries, water, sugar, rice vinegar, white vinegar, scorpion pepper, salt, and xanthan gum. And you can see we've got definitely some gelish stuff going on here. It's got this really sort of hazy, milky aspect to it, which honestly I find that a touch off-putting. Just the way it clings here, you just kind of that part throws me a little bit. I don't love that part, but I can get past some of that stuff. So it's almost got a sort of cream aspect to it, which I find sort of curious. So you see, most of the time when you see the strawberry stuff, it is very vibrant red, and this could just be a me thing, and maybe it has something to do with the coloration of the other stuff, but you kind of see what I mean. It's sort of a hazed out, diluted color here a little bit, where it's going towards the sort of I guess more of a darker pinkish than an actual red. And of course, strawberries are white inside, so maybe that plays in with it a little bit. I don't know what the coloration would be. You can see, obviously, in the neck, we have a whole bunch of strawberry seeds here. Strawberry is the dominant flavor of this by quite a lot. So we've got the strawberries and sugar, and then a couple different types of vinegar. So is it the xanthan gum that's kind of thickening this out a little bit? I mean, I suspect it probably is. But I mean, it's not. It just jars me a little bit, I guess. Maybe I'm just used to syrups, and maybe that's what I have in my head. It's not enough to put me off from this sauce, especially because of how good this sauce is. So let's just get into that right now. It's like slightly salty strawberry preserves. Liquefied version. There's a little bit of an undercurrent of heat from the scorpions, but it is very, very minimal. And what's nice about this is even when I took the slug there, I'm not getting a bitter backhand. So I did another, well, let me back up here. As I mentioned in the blog, the link to which is available in the description down below, dessert hot sauces are not really a thing that I spend a lot of time looking for, and honestly, there haven't been very many of them. I can count probably on one hand and have fingers left over 10 years, by the way, of how many I would think would accurately qualify as a dessert sauce. 2 of them have been this year, oddly enough. The other one I did was actually strawberry as well this year, And that one, because they used a habanero powder, there was, when you had a lot of it, there was a very pronounced bitterness to it that I never could quite get away from. This one, despite the scorpion peppers being flowery, I'm not getting a lot of that. So I don't know if they actually use the peppers themselves or if it's a really high quality powder possibly, but I'm not getting that bitter undercurrent, which is, by the way, fairly normal for super hots, and it's not happening at all. So I could not be more pleased about that. But definitely, so this is also mentioning things like, they give this 4 fires. No, definitely not. But they mentioned, let's see where they mentioned this. Okay, so we've got salad dressings, strawberry salad, this would be great on. Marinades. For me, it's a bit too strawberry syrupy, I think. I do like the strawberry hot sauces on pork, and of course, any berry works really well with hamburgers. So, and this is no exception. A baste for ribs. That does not sound good to me. Wing sauces. I think that gets away from what I would want on wings. And of course, the dessert toppings, and it is that last one that we're going to be doing today because we just don't run across desserts with hot sauces super often. So I went down to the store and they got me an apple pie, and it is disintegrating, as you can see. So I warmed it up just a touch in the microwave. I really wish I would have thought to get some cheese to go with it, but I didn't. So, and then of course, I've got just a little bit of ice cream left. I don't eat a lot of ice cream. I probably had this tub here for a couple months. There's not a lot in it. Just, let's see if we can get 1 or 2 scoops out of it. Well, we can 2.5 maybe of these spoonfuls. Because, you know, strawberry as a topping for ice cream, I think is always quite nice. So that is going to wrap it up for us here. I think it is. All right. Okay. So we'll bon voyage that thing at the end of this. But, all right. So let's throw on some of this hot sauce. All right. I'm using it exactly like a strawberry syrup. You can see it's all over everything now. All right, let's start with the apple pie first. Hopefully it's not a bazillion degrees. I always kind of wonder why I don't see more strawberry apple pies. For me, strawberry and apple, I think they go together really well. All right, let's try it on the ice cream. That is fantastic. Oh, that's so good.
Man.
It's a delight. Absolute delight. Starting to pick up a little bit of heat now. I think it's building. Which is great. See how far we can take this. This is really what I wish that other sauce was. And the one I'm referring to is the danger sauce. Danger berry, sorry. And you can check out the video. You can check out me making a 4th of July sundae with it. Check out the written review. It's all there. In the usual spots. Oh man, this is so good. This is done really extremely skillfully. I'm not a huge strawberry fan, but it's a little bit of heaven here. Putting the strawberry and the apples together.
Make us a little soup here, I guess.
Well, I don't have hot sauce, and I do have ice cream, like in a restaurant. This is how I'll eat it about half the time. Just throw the ice cream on as a topping for the pie. It's not so much a flavor contrast as a temperature. I really like that hot-cold combination. All of my ice cream is starting to melt now. This is one of the few videos I film where it's fairly close to me opening the bottle. I'm about halfway through this thing and I opened it 2 days ago.
Lovely.
Clean plate. You know, even with the ice cream, I've got a pretty solid burn. This is definitely hotter than the earlier uses of this I had, where that is pretty clear. So I guess you definitely need to hit some agitation on this. I wouldn't quite give this. So as I mentioned before, usually what I do as a chili head, I will take whatever rating the sauce makers give it and I'll split it in half, sometimes into thirds. So if I'm splitting it into thirds, I will throw out the first 2/3. And I'll just say it's, a third of the heat. So in some cases, they'll give it 3 little flames. I'll say it's probably 1. This one, I wouldn't say. So there's 4 of them, so I can't really do that here. But 2 fires on a scale of 5 would equal a 4 for heat for me. I wouldn't say it's there. I would say it's probably past a 3, but not a whole lot. So this is one that I think, just depending on how much you use of it, this could be something that is too hot for most people, most non-chili heads. But it is fantastic. It is everything I really was wishing the Dangerberry would have been. Excellent strawberry flavor, but this one does not have any of that accompanying bitterness. This one packs a solid heat. I might, if I kept eating more of it, I might even be able to get it up to a 4, possibly. I wouldn't say that's, where it is now. It's, I think that whole thing there, I got to maybe a 3, but I did have ice cream in there as well. So if I kept eating and eating it, I might be able to push a 4, maybe. Scorpions are a little deceptive because they will tend to build. You can get those things revved up pretty well, and then they will also, over time, if you keep eating them, will also tend to build a little bit. So potentially this could get up to a 4, but for me, I'm going to say it's not. It's more like a 3 for me. But again, that's the dividing line with sauces, where I always say that that's when normal people start to lose interest, because it becomes too hot for them. That's a 3 on my scale, which is, on normal people is probably somewhere over a 10. But that's the case, I think, with most chili heads as well. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't look for dessert sauces a lot. I'm not really a sweets guy, like I've said before. But this is really, really well. Oh boy, man, how would this be with chocolate? I think you could do some really fun stuff with chocolate on this. You know, kind of hollow out the center maybe of some chocolates and then put this in. Oh, I bet that'd be good. If you found a quality chocolate, that is. You know, if you get any of the, like, garbage that has all the high HF CS in it, you know, people are giving away for Halloween and stuff. Might not be as good, but get something quality. This sauce goes along well with it. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, really well done. It's a fantastic sauce for what it's trying to do. I think it accomplishes it perfectly. And what can I say? It's another brilliant entry from Jersey Barnfire. So there you have it. The Jersey Barnfire Strawberry Scorpion Hot Sauce.
Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.